Morning, brethren. Good to be with you. This week's Come Follow Me is on Alma 53 to 63, and these chapters are a continuation of the war chapters. I've always thought that these chapters were mainly for their entertainment and to keep young boys interested in the scriptures, but after reading them this time, I realized there are a lot of good lessons to be learned here. First, this section contains the story of the stripling warriors, and these men are great examples of faith, courage, and obedience. They're also great examples of being selfless. In Alma 56:47 it says, "Now they had never fought, yet they did not fear death, and they did think more upon the liberty of their fathers than they did upon their lives. Yea, they had been taught by their mothers that if they did not doubt, God would deliver them." The example of the stripling warriors teaches us the principle of putting others' needs before our own. In their first test of being soldiers, the stripling warriors were used as bait to get the Lamanites to leave one of their strongholds, so Antipus's army could attack the Lamanites on fairer ground. When the Lamanites started to chase them, the stripling warriors ran away and led the Lamanite army away. When the Lamanites stopped chasing the stripling warriors, they had the choice. They could keep running or go back and fight the Lamanites and help Antipus's army. Even though it could have been a trap, they thought more of the safety of others. They're more concerned with the liberty, more concerned with the safety of Antipus's army and the liberty of their fathers than they were necessarily with their own safety. And we all know how this turns out. They went back, they fought the Lamanites, and they were instrumental in helping to defeat the Lamanite army. The stripling warriors are also a great example of obedience. In another battle against the Lamanites, when the Lamanites were trying to take back the city of Cumeni, even when the remainder of the army was about to give in, and the stripling warriors were one of the reasons why they were successful in retaining that city. And one of the reasons why they were successful is given in Alma 57:21, and it says, Yea, and they did obey and observe to perform every word of command with exactness. They followed their leaders and didn't try to do their own thing or think that they knew better than their leaders and the prophet. They did what they told them to do. They didn't just follow the big items, but they followed with exactness and did everything that their leaders told them to do, which aided them in their success. We can follow their examples and obey the commandments and the words of the prophets with exactness and receive protection similar to what the stripling warriors did. In the end, none of the stripling warriors died. Even though all of them were wounded, their safety was attributed to the miraculous power of God because of their exceeding faith in that which they had been taught to believe. They had faith and they put their trust in God. They knew that He was good and all-powerful and that He would protect them if they were faithful. These chapters don't just talk about the stripling warriors. There are some great examples of the power of prayer. One of those examples is with Helaman. And while Helaman and his soldiers were in a difficult situation where they were severely outnumbered and they had limited food and didn't know if they were ever going to get more help, and they continually saw the Lamanites receive additional support, Helaman stated, "We did pour out our souls to God, that He would strengthen us and deliver us out of the hands of our enemies." In this situation, the Lord did visit Helaman and his army with the assurance that He would deliver them and spoke peace to their souls. He can also do the same thing for us. When we are feeling down or afraid, or when we need help from Him, He can do these same things and speak peace to our souls too. Another great example of the power of prayer is in Alma 62:40. It states, "And there had been murders and contentions and dissensions and all manner of iniquity among the people of Nephi. Nevertheless, for the righteous' sake, yea, because of the prayers of the righteous, they were spared." I mean, there's great power even in the few number of righteous people. The power of prayer is amazing, and it can do great things, even as it did for the Nephites, just saving the people. And I bear my testimony that I know that prayer is a valuable resource that we have and can be very helpful in our lives and help us to receive the support and the guidance and the help that we need, and also how important obedience is and how it can help us to be protected. I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.